yeah. Let's make some games today.
Stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo.
Hello, what's up, Kat? What's up, Jill? What's up, Beaches? Welcome to the podcast. Come on in, come on in.
Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front.
What up, Jay?
They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me. I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand. I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons.
Yeah.
Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you, indescribable one. So kind. So kind. So kind. So kind of you. Hello, Puck.
Stay woke, real emo. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke, real emo. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the king in apology. You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony, ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons.
Yeah.
Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real emo, but y'all sheep.
All right, here we go, fam. Welcome to episode 1558. Let's do this. Hit that share button, hit that like button, smash it. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, my beaches, my people. Oh, my people, my swole people. I said stay woke, real emo. Stay woke. Real emo. Real emo.
You really have people out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king?
Alright.
It ends today.
Yeah. We're about to get deep. Let's do it. Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test. Testing. Testicles. Testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 1558 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and you all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Everest and K2, flexing on all you bitches. Yeah. The sponsors of the podcast, the greatest sponsors of the podcast, the only sponsors of the podcast is Everest and K2, flexing all you beaches. How are we doing today? How are we doing? Let's get some what's up beaches. Let's get the little what's up man in the corner, the little swole fam man. Hello, little swole fam man. Hello. What's up? What's up beaches? Drop in the comments down below. Would you smash today? Dost thou smash or dost thou not smash? Hashtag future swole. Oh, excuse me. You're not scented. Sorry. Hashtag future swole. Hashtag future swole. Give it your all because you are doing this for the future self, your future you, your future gains. It's you in the future. What are you doing this for? You're doing it for you, but for you in 10 years, for you in 20 years. You start thinking about things differently. We'll get into the knowledge cock portion, but you start thinking about things differently when you realize, oh, what I'm doing now is actually going to be who I am and what I have in 10 years and 20 years. So if you're training today, you're not going to get big today. You're training today, it's going to help you get big tomorrow. You're going to get gains for tomorrow. You're going to make progress. You're moving forward. Moving forward, fam. And we're moving forward together, aren't we now? Aren't we now? Let's get some more gorillas. Let's get some more Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Yes. Hans Bricks. How we doing? What are you training today? I love that card. The card loves you. Maybe you will win the card. Maybe you'll win the card if you drop the hashtag. Drop it down below. Hashtag Future Swole. I'll put it up here. How do I do this? Yeah, right there. I'll put up there in the corner. I guess you don't really need it on the board anymore. I might just start putting random shit on the board. I'm showing you the card anyway. It's like, you don't need the board anymore. Do you really? Do you really? Does you? Does you need the board? I don't think so. I don't think so. What'd you smash today? Make sure you hit that like button or I will turn this fucking podcast around. I swear to God.
He's heating up!
I swear to God, I'll turn this podcast right around if you kids, you chillin', don't start hitting that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Come on. Don't I deserve it? Don't I deserve some thumbs up? Hit that like button, sons of bitches. Hit it. Smash it. Y'all. What'd you say? Aaron, I just got flagged. What's going on? Tell me what's new. What's new in the comments? We'll get into just the tip in a second. Let's go around the horn and see what's up with the Swole fam. Aaron Hardy just got flagged for violating community standards for the first time because I said this is why America is fat. Really? Where, on Facebook? What was the context for that? Because I legit, literally the titles of my videos are like, you're fat. You're fat, Fatty McFatterson. Look at the mirror, you fatty McFatterpants. My whole existence is going to get flagged for violating community standards. Love you got your jacket in the back. I cannot put that jacket cannot be in the corner. Just like you can't put baby in the corner. Look, I'll lean forward. Right? You can't put that jacket in the closet. That jacket cannot go in the closet. It absolutely cannot go in the closet. That is a tragedy. It is a tragedy to put this jacket in the fucking closet. Let's see. What we got here? Was that an NBA Jam soundbite I just heard? I have no idea what you're talking about.
He's heating up!
No idea. Will, I'm going to smash some Swolga tonight. Probably some Swollen 7-2. Good man. I like it. I like it. Headphones on. Time to listen at work. Pretend like you're working. Pretend like it. Shh. I won't tell. I won't tell anything. I won't tell anyone. Well, welcome, Allie. Welcome to the Man Show. The Man Show? Not the Man Show. That was actually a show. The Man Cast. The Man Cast. This is not the Man Show. This is the Man Cast. The Papa Swolio Cast. I rarely catch a podcast. I usually listen on Spotify while I'm training. Glad to be here. I am glad you are here too. Rachel almost poisoned myself with some bad home-canned green beans. Ooh, home-canned? Oh, you canned them yourself? Ugh, green beans. I think green beans are probably, I don't even know if I was going to say green beans are probably the most overrated vegetable or legume, whatever you want to call them. I think they're just overrated. I don't know if anyone rates them highly. Gross. There's no instance, and I'll tell you the truth, there is no time that I can remember in at least the last several years where I've in my head thought, I want to eat some green beans. I don't think that thought has ever crossed my mind in my life, apparently. I don't think I've ever desired green beans ever. I've eaten them. I've been fed them. I've been, here's what's made growing up. I don't think I've ever desired green beans. I've never been, nice, green beans tonight. I don't think I've ever felt like eating, actually felt intrinsically like eating green beans for good reason. They're nasty. Fuck your green. That's why you almost poisoned yourself, because you ate green beans. Why would you do that to your body? I'm just kidding. Not really. I'm not kidding for myself, for you. You can eat them if you want to. Monica, I once was told to stop worshiping false idols because I said I liked a doctor who talked about how obesity is a disease. Uh-huh. What does disease mean? It means a dis-ease. You're not at ease. I don't think you're at ease if you're 400 pounds, do you? YouTube kicked me off, can't comment or send super chats. I can't figure out why. They kicked you off? Cerny, you're too forward thinking. Did you get flagged? Did you get flagged for being too awesome? Did you get flagged for being too fucking amazing? I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. YouTube's been, I wouldn't say up my ass, but YouTube's been flagging all my shit hard. YouTube's been really affecting and really limiting distribution of my videos lately. Sounds like a Tuesday to me. Sounds like another day. When are they ever promoting my shit? Never. I have to have my fist so far up their fucking ass to even get a view, but I'll do it. I'll do what I can. I love all beans. Okay, I like green beans. All right, I love green beans. I just don't find any need to eat them. No desire to eat them and no purpose. I just don't see it. I don't see it. But I'll just say that I've never actually, I can really feel I can really say that honestly. I don't think I've ever desired green beans, ever. Ever. You can eat them. Someone's got to eat them. Someone's got to eat the leftovers. Someone's got to eat the stuff that other people don't want to, I suppose. Oh, well, thank you, Angela. I'm glad. Go get your sick pump on. Going to the gym in an hour, so this will be nice motivation beforehand. Everyone drop some biceps and gorillas. Make sure Angela gets a sick fucking pump. Let's go. Come on.
He's heating up!
There you go. Go get it. There you go. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. I think I'm going to start sharing Papa's videos on Facebook and all places. Great. I appreciate it. Prepare to have no friends. It's okay. You'll have the right friends. You attract the right people. We got the Swole fam. We're good, people. We're good. I was offered up one of those sugar cakes with icing that you get at the grocery store. Ooh. Didn't have a piece, and to be honest, didn't even want it. Look gross to me now. The sugar cakes, are those like the square rectangular ones that are by the deli that I always talk about? Who the hell buys those? Was that right? Was that right when I'm always like, who the fuck is eating those? Who's eating those cakes that are by the deli? Who eats those things? I always wonder. Those are the things that people buy as an afterthought. Oh, I'll bring this into work and people will like me for whatever reason. I'll just drop this in the lunchroom. Someone will eat it. I'm such a nice person. Let me just drop it off. Just drop it. Is there something going on? Is there something going on with YouTube? I see a lot of people watching on YouTube. Is anyone else having problems? Some people are having problems. Your content is flagged and not promoted, and yet mukbangs are allowed to post videos. Great logic there, YouTube. Well, and many other things. And there's a lot of people that make similar content. They don't go as hard as me. They don't do it the same way, which is fine. I'm not changing. Don't worry. I'm not changing. Actually, quite the opposite. I got some other things. I'm not even going to say it, but I'm excited to bring other stuff. I'm all bets are off now. Like we're going deep. We're going Hambo and Jones. Things are shifting. There's some gains afoot. Trust me. They definitely don't promote my shit. Oh, thank you, Monica. Super chat for Cerny. Oh, because Cerny. Oh, you're so sweet. You guys are awesome. You're the bestest. Ever since I found you, Papa, YouTube has never notified me when your podcasts start. Only Twitch notifies me. Welcome to the Daily Swole. You're only gonna get notifications from me via Swole text. You're not gonna get it on YouTube. I don't think they notify anyone for live streams. They barely notify for my videos, let alone. Is it just your cussing that gets you flagged? If you did one without, would you get promoted more? I don't know. I'm not going to. I'm not going to change how I talk. I'm not going to tiptoe. If they don't want to show my videos because I swear, then fuck that. You know, I think it's probably a bunch of everything. I've said some savage shit over the past 4 or 5 years, and I'll continue to. I don't think it's going to I don't think anything's going to change anytime soon. I think it's going to get worse, so I'm going to get worse. I'm going to go harder. I'm going harder, so like I always do. Harder, harder, harder. The Cerny Gab. Thank you so much, Holly. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats, fam. Thank you for the super chats. Well, it's all right. It's all right. Truth doesn't sell. I agree with this. Judry. Papa's content doesn't get lots of reach because truth doesn't sell. They need to promote the dream. And the dream only works if people stay asleep. Ooh, I like it. The dream, the Matrix. Kiana, people always complain that fast food or junk food is so much cheaper, yet that's no excuse. If you're in a situation where all you can afford is fast food, look at yourself, not society. I think people do need to pull themselves up. I think we do need more opportunity. We need more education. We need better education. We need more as close to equal opportunity, which might be impossible to like truly, I mean, what is equality in terms of opportunity? But we need everyone in the country to have the equal opportunity to get quality food, to get education. But equal outcome is different. So people are complaining about the outcomes of their situation in terms of fat acceptance, in terms of a lot of different areas. But if we're talking about health and wellness, you're never going to have an equal outcome, ever. And there's a lot of variables, especially the most important one probably is effort. Effort is a variable that most people won't put in a lot of effort. They just want the results. So we need more people we need to promote real information that's going to help people make actionable change. And we're not doing that. We're still promoting quick fixes. We're still promoting micromanaging food without focusing on the fundamentals. Everyone loves to talk about math when it comes to calories and calories in, calories out. Who the fuck wants to count your shit on a scale? Who the fuck wants to do that? Why do you want to count your food on a scale? Fuck that shit, especially if you're not eating the right foods to begin with. It's so frustrating. You don't really have to do that if you're eating the quality foods. If you're stepping on a bodybuilding stage, that makes sense. You probably need to fucking do it down to the microgram and your water down to the ounce. Fine. That's a sport. That's not health. That's a certain outcome. But if you want to do better with your health, you just need to eat better fucking foods. You need to take care of your body. You need to actually focus on the fundamentals. And I answered that in my Instagram story. Someone was saying, Papa Swolio, what do you think? They asked me, what do you think what's a big thing that most intermediate lifters don't pay attention to or forget or miss? And I say the basics. Most people don't get to that next level, not because they don't have the fancy higher level, blood flow restriction or something to get to the next level. They're not focusing on the fundamentals enough. They don't have the basics locked down enough. If you go backwards and you go more towards the pillars and you go more towards the fundamentals, then you actually level up because that's usually where you're missing. That's where everything comes from. Slaps across the tits and hard truths don't sell. Not well, but we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well, Swole fam. We're getting it done. People that want real shit find each other. They find each other. Hiram, I got notified. Nice. Thanks, Utes. Thank you. Papa Swolio's content is like a self-mowing lawn. Put it out there and people just cut themselves out. That's 1,000% correct. If you make it to the Daily Swole, if you make it through the barbed wire and the landmines and all the fucking Tesla coils and shit. Remember Red Alert? Red Alert? Any fans out there? Any Red Alert fans?
He's heating up!
Or NBA Jam fans? If you make it through the outer defenses, if you make it through all that fucking shit, you're here. You're in the Swole fam. You made it. You made it. I make sure that I make sure that we weed out all the riffraff. Riffraff. It's only the truth. If you're doing mainstream shit and you're doing like the generic YouTube type videos complaining of, talking fitness type stuff, yeah, you might grow a channel. That's boring shit. It's generic. It's commoditized. It's commoditized. That's not what makes a difference. How you do a bicep curl isn't what makes a difference for getting results. How much cardio you do, that's not the difference. Should I do more cardio? Should I do it 4 days a week or 3 days a week? That's really the more you learn, the more experience you have, the more irrelevant that is. Legit. The more irrelevant it is. You realize that there's so much individuality from person to person with how much you do, when you need to do it. It really takes your own personal investment for trying to figure out what works best for you. You really have to dig into those nuances and dig into those little subtle changes and really be a student of your own life and a student of your own process and making sure that you're really getting to the bottom of it. Thank you, Pedro, for the super chat. I saw that. Future swole only happens if you work hard and live for the pillars, patience, and effort. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, Marissa. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are here. Let's see here. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. Oh, Papa, you're so damn wise. A little bit more every day. Trying to be. You're so damn wise. Why is it that you were able to see through the bull crap? I can't tell you how grateful I am for your insight. You change lives every day. Thank you. I hope so. The able to see through it, personal experience. And that's really why I've kind of always been on the outside. When I was in college, I never wanted to join a frat. I've never wanted to be a part of anything. I never liked being a sheep. I never liked following. It just didn't make sense. I'm not a fan of any kind of like organized religions or even politics, Democrat, Republican. I never classify myself in any one. I look at the issues and I have my own individualized thoughts, and you have to really screen what you allow in because it can really manipulate and really, clean out and brainwash you. You can brainwash yourself without realizing it, and you start thinking a certain way just because you allow that kind of mindset in from your exterior, your environment. So just looking and answering tons of questions, helping thousands of clients and teaching trainers and educating trainers, knowing firsthand what works, what people need to know to build a personal training business, to be a quality personal trainer, seeing behind the scenes from these major companies like Beachbody and P90X, Insanity, and all those different, and from NASM, NSCA, all these behind the scenes I've just been a part of so many different aspects of the industry. You realize what actually works, what doesn't work, what gets people inspired, what gets them results. And you start realizing, or I did at least, because I actually cared, you realize what actually works, what people want to hear, what people need to hear. And they're big, very different things. What people want to hear is all the shit that you see on YouTube. What people want to hear is all the shit that you see a lot and you hear a lot. What people need to hear is the stuff that I try to say. You need to hear fucking actual objective. Yeah, of course it's not. I mean, it's objective. It's my opinion. So it's subjective and it's biased, of course, because it's my opinion. But it's fucking ridiculous what some people push out there, what some people are talking about. How many ways can you talk about doing a barbell curl or a bicep curl? How fucking boring is that? How many videos do you need to watch until you understand how to do a fucking bicep curl? That's it. You're going to watch those all the time? That's not going to get you more results. You need to be in the gym fucking doing it. You could watch all the content. You can study all the content you want. You could watch every fucking video about bench pressing. You can argue form and you can get into the nitty-gritty. That's for some people. But that doesn't get you results. That's not, the training is one pillar. The form, all that training, the physical training, that's one pillar. That's pillar number 3, right? So if you look at the 7 pillars, what about all the other ones? If you're only focusing on training, if you're only focusing on the 3rd one, what about all the other stuff? You're missing a lot of it. It's only one part of it. It's one part of it. So people put way too much stress on small segments of the 7 pillars, and that's why they don't get results, because they're not focusing on the mindfulness component, the mobility component, the recovery. They're only doing the training. They're not focusing enough on the right aspects of nutrition. They're not focusing on their community. And when you do all the pillars and you focus on all the pillars, you get a lot of coverage on all the other ones. They all support each other. Let's get into some tips, shall we? Keep on dropping those comments. We're doing well. Thank you, Wordmaker. I appreciate it for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. What do you know about vegan cheese? I don't eat it. And that's what I know about it. Been looking into it as an alternative to reduce my dairy. I would not recommend eating it. I don't prefer soy or pea or corn or whatever the fuck they put in that shit. All the soy lecithin and all the gross. What do I know about it? I know I don't eat it and I never will, as long as I can help it. So that's my take on it. But thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Maddie, do all Swolenormous memberships include yoga and mobility? Well, if you sign up, sure. I mean, if you go for the yoga membership, you get access to the yoga studio. If you want the Swollen 7 and you want the Swolga sections, then I would opt for unlimited. So if you go for the Swole Fam membership, you get access to the private community and Swole TV. You're not going to get access to the training and nutrition. If you want that, you need to go for the higher up memberships. But if you go to the memberships page on swolenormousx.com, it'll explain what each membership gets. But there's really, honestly, unless you're just doing the Swole Fam membership and you want to test it out, if you're going to sign up, there's no reason, especially now with the Summer Swole special, there's no reason. And in my opinion, of course, Swolenormous X is the tits, but at the Swole Fam, you can comment down below. There's no reason not to go for unlimited. It's just the best deal right now, especially because of the special. So that's going to be ending this week. The next few days, the Summer Swole special is going to be ending. So check that out. But anyone else that's a member, you can drop a comment down below. Let's see. Smash the motherfucking like button. Justin, you getting any white in that beard yet? My beard rivals your... I think so. I also get sun on it, so I think there's a couple like white hairs and probably like really light. Like the sides are darker, the front. My grandfather had completely white hair everywhere, so I'm quite certain that I'm going to be like Kris Kringle. I'm going to be white eventually. I have no doubt about it. So probably in there, but looks pretty good for now. We look good for now. Funny that school pushes critical thinking but teaches you to think as a collective. Was it critical theory? School teaches you to repeat after me. School doesn't teach you how to think. Please do a review on A Way to Healthy. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Who is that? What is that? Judry, you're preaching to the choir. That's what I'm saying. It's commoditized. Fitness, like the training content, is commoditized. I have tons of stuff. We have tons of stuff that we're adding in Swolenormous X. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of releases coming this week. Next week, blowing the fucking shit up. It's all context, right? So Judry says, plus the training stuff is exactly what trainers will sell. So if we take out the tutorials, what do many others really have to offer? That's it. They offer follow the leader. Hey, here's how you do a bench press. Here's how you do a squat. Here's how you do a lunge. Yay. That's why people change. That's why people change programs all the time. You have program jumpers. Let me do this, and let me do this, and let me do this, and let me do this. And all you're looking is for something different. You're not looking for something sustainable. You're not actually investing in your future. Future Swole. Fancy that. Fancy that. Look at you, Black Deer. I like it. My friends and family look at me like I am insane since I started to use food as fuel and not as pleasure. I've never felt better in my life, and I already lost 20 pounds. Fuck yeah, get some gorillas in that shit. Let's see here. Tawny, is it terrible to do strength training 4 days straight and have a 3-day rest day? Terrible? I mean, I don't really know why you would need to do 4 days. I would not recommend that because that's 3 days of what? 3 days in a row of doing nothing? I would spread that out. Add more recovery. I don't generally recommend more than 2 resistance days in a row before taking something where it's a lower intensity. I used to do lifting every day. I don't think that's really the best way for someone to train. At least for me now, I try not to do 3 training resistance days in a row. Just my experience with that. My life, my life, my life, my life. Let's see. Uniquely Erica. Good point. I'm a program jumper so bad, but hey, I've been in the same program since March, so I'm making progress. Good for you. Good for you. Hey, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Swolenormous X is way better than I thought it would be. And I already thought it was going to be awesome before I signed up, getting so much use out of it. Thank you, Mike. Not to mention we're adding new shit every week, so your membership just gets more and more valuable. So the standard releases every week. We got new recipes every week. We got new yoga classes every week. We have new other training content, whether it's Swole 7, whether it's brain gains, whether it's Swolosophy, master classes. We got stuff coming out every single week. So epic, epic, epic. Kendall, In the 3 months since changing my nutrition and mindset, I have gotten off my Crohn's medication or medicine. Wow. Cleared acne and feel better. And my brother still thinks it isn't linked. It's everything. If you have Crohn's disease and you are not completely, invested in just crushing your nutrition and really getting as deeply involved in your nutrition, you're just torturing yourself. It's so huge. It's so huge. Maria, y'all. Hey, Pop, I just want to say that I've been going on 5 months strong, working out and training. A lot of it is thanks to you and the fam. It's been one constant thing in this pandemic. Oh, thank you, Maria. We are crushing it. We haven't stopped. It's been a little bit hectic on the back end, but nothing's changed. We are crushing it every fucking day. I love the Swole fam. Let's get some tips, shall we? What am I doing here? Hit the wrong button. Babe, just an inch. There we go. Just an inch. It's cold outside. It's cold outside, is it not? All right. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and you can check out this podcast, of course, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Where do you listen? When you listen to the podcast, drop that in the comments. I'm curious. Where do you listen to the audio? Where dost thou listen to the maincast? All right, we got, holy shit. Sorry for the zoom in. God damn, that scared the fuck out of me. All right, this is Virgie Tovar, unfortunately. This is Virgie Tovar. In our culture, thinness is incorrectly seen as a sign of superior self-control and discipline. In fact, it's typically a sign that a person has the genetics that create a thin body. All right, so we got some new Extra Thirsty, and this is based on like 8 or 9 posts that she shared. I'll let you go and check out this Extra Thirsty because it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I got to zoom out. This is Eric the Electric. If you don't know who he is, look, can we have a conversation about what the fuck is this guy doing to himself? What is he doing to himself? What justifies this? 22,000 calories? Why, bro? Why? Why can't you just eat real food? Why do you have to beg for views? This is the only way you can create content that gets you views. This is the only way. This helps you sleep at night. You can literally sleep at night by promoting this shit. Can you really sleep at night while making content like this? Legit. Why do you do this? How do you sleep, bro? How do you fucking sleep at night while you promote this fucking trash? Why? How? Like when I lay my head down, yeah, I know I'm savage. Yes, I know I say a lot of naughty words. Yes, I know I can come off as mean. Well, fuck that shit. Toughen up, deal with it. It's my opinion. And it's subjective commentary, all right? It's subjective commentary on YouTube. Get over it. But how does he sleep at night? How does he sleep at night? I know when I lay my head down to sleep, I feel great. I know we are changing the game. I know we're doing it one bicep at a time. I know we are doing it. I know we're crushing it in the Swole fam, but what the fuck? Literally, I don't understand how he sleeps at night and how he can do this, how he can promote this content. Do it off camera. If you want to do that, just don't promote it as if you can do that and that's good for the body. That's good for you. I don't understand how he sleeps. Anyway, so we got more. If for 1 second, you think physiology is more important than fat phobia in producing the disproportionate C death, the C word, the virus of fat people, please get out of my life and stay there. This person was arguing with themselves. So in other words, physiology is not, so fat phobia is what's causing. Fat phobia is killing fat people, not the virus. It's the medicine, it's the people, it's the scientists are killing fat people. This is unreal. This is next level. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. If you didn't catch this post, this is ridiculous. It's ridic. Absolutely ridic. Is that all we got here? Is that those are the new ones. Those are the new Extra Thirsty. So you got 3 of them. You got this one. This is just a fucking rage fest. This is nonsense. Then you got Eric the Electric that apparently just wants to promote just diabetes to everyone. Oh, but you can't get diabetes from one meal. Okay, thanks for the did you know, Eric. Appreciate it. And Virgie Tovar. Woof. All right. Enough of that. Sorry. Enough of that. I can't look at that for more than like a few seconds before I feel nauseous. Okay. And you know what? It's not really someone like, oh, okay, I don't think she's attractive. I don't. But at the same time, I just don't like her attitude. Her attitude makes her hideous to me. It's not even her looks. Really. It's the person's attitude. It just makes it disgusting to me. If you're just promoting, it's the message. It's not the individual. It's not Eric. I don't hate Eric as a person. I don't want him. I don't wish him like ill will. I don't want him to get hurt. I don't want him to fucking have a heart attack. I don't dislike the person. I dislike what he's doing with his platform. He has a ton of followers. How do you sleep while face fucking yourself? And how do you make justifications in your videos that even remotely try to justify that kind of behavior? A lot of you in the comments are like, I would die if I ate all that sugar. I bet he has insomnia, thinking about how many kilometers he has to ride to burn all that sugar off. Maybe. Looking at all that makes me nauseous. Insane lovely. Justin, I don't understand how YouTube allows things like that on their site. May as well allow all other kinds of self-harm to be viewed. Do you agree? Do you agree that those are self-harm videos? Drop that in the comments. What do you think about those mukbangs? Do you think they classify as self-harm? I know the feederism ones, those are just... I don't know how those actually are allowed, but do you think they classify as self-harm? What are your actual thoughts? I think isn't Eric in his 30s or is he in his 20s? For some reason, I think he looks a lot older than he is. And I remember, I feel like I knew his age, and then I looked at him like, God, he looks a lot older than that. I forget exactly how old he is, though. Virgie Toadvar. She looks like a toad. If that guy gets diabetes, he better come out with it. If he disappears, we know why. Maria. I have to say like Arnold every time. Maria. Yeah. Also, I know you mentioned for kids to go outside to play and run. I got so used to running on my treadmill regularly and got into a rut. I ran 7 400-meter sprints in my neighborhood, and it was great. Good for you. It makes me think of that scene from Matilda with the huge chocolate cake. I follow Obese to Beast, and he somehow supports Eric the Electric. Not sure how. I think because Eric is anorexic and swapped that out for exercise bulimia. And I think they did a podcast together, or they talked about eating disorders or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I don't dislike him as an individual, but I think his content is fucking cringe and complete fucking trash and should be removed. At the same time, I don't like saying that because I really don't think it should be removed. I get pissed off at it, but I believe in freedom of speech. So it really comes down to, I guess he should be allowed to promote it because I don't want my videos to get removed because someone doesn't like them. I think it's fine. But again, it's fine for me to say that I don't like them. But the crazy thing is, like, his videos or those videos of him engorging 20,000+ calories of fucking liquid sugar, frozen sugar ice cream, that gets hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views and positive feedback when people are dying from eating every fucking day. So we're all thinking it's self-harm. Self-harm and look at me attention whores. He's binging and purging via riding his bike, so yes, it's self-harm. Maybe not self-harm, but self-destruction for sure. What's the difference? The thing is, what's the difference? Self-harm is like, what if you're cutting? So that's in the moment. So it's self-harm if you're doing it in the moment. But this is what I talk about. It's a long-term snuff film. So self-destruction and self-harm is pretty much the same. It's just more long-term. We can talk about that. Yes, it's self-harm. It's like watching an alcoholic binge drink. It's devastating and heartbreaking. Tawny, mukbangs are disgusting. It should be some type of self-abuse. Siobhan, I don't think they're classified as self-harm, but it should be. Kiana, absolutely they are self-harm. Why people aren't pointing them out like they do anorexia is just mind-boggling. Well, because we have a society that is promoting obesity. We are accepting fat as like, that's a good thing. It's good to be fat. You're a proud man or woman. We don't look, it's weird when I say men because I say we are a proud man. I don't see fat men. Can we talk about this again? Can we bring this up right now? Where are the fat positive men? Are they out there that aren't gay? I'm talking about heterosexual, like legit heterosexual fat men that are body positive, that are like, oh, I'm big and beautiful. Like, where are they? Where are they? Because every once in a while I'll catch a comment or someone will message me like, how come you're always going after women? I just don't see men doing this. I'll talk about men. Like I'm talking about Eric the Electric. He's just not 400 pounds, but where are the actual fat people? Where are the Tess Holidays and the Virgie Tovars of men? Where are they? I'm happy to talk about them. I just don't see them. They don't come up in my feed. May has to be self-harm. They are harming their bodies by shoving shit in their mouth by their own choice. Sorry for the language. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you be so mean?
Well, I'll be damned.
Freedom of speech is a difficult boundary to set. Well, we have freedom of speech. It's just that YouTube is not a public utility. I think it should be, but it's a privately owned company. So it's whatever they want to share, whatever they want to allow. So they're in a tough position. I don't think anyone thought that these platforms were going to get so big and popular and have so much sway. So it's like, what do? Cat's out of the bag. How do you make it freedom of speech, but still make sure that people aren't watching suicides and murders and stuff like that? It's really, can you imagine? Fuck. I can't imagine working for YouTube. I can't imagine how do you put all these things into practice? How do you actually protect, considering all the people that upload to YouTube, it's actually pretty impressive that I don't know. Just the fact that it works is pretty amazing. But yeah, I do think people have freedom of speech. I do think it's important that people are able to post what they want to post. However, obviously you don't want certain things to get posted, but who determines what certain things should and should not get posted? So as much as I'm like, fuck, that's self-harm, that shouldn't be on YouTube. At the same time, it's like, well, I say a lot of shit that people can argue I don't want that on YouTube. So then who's right? So it goes both ways. Let's see here. Booger Bubble shows a lot about our world that those videos get that many views. We want to escape our lives too much. They get tons of views. And whenever I say this, I'm not complaining like, how come they get so many views? I'm just baffled. I'm baffled because I'm not changing the type of content that I make. I'm just going to, look, I've always done this. I planted my flag. I do things my way. And the channels have grown to where they are because people want to hear what we have to say on the channels. It's just one of those situations where I'm just mind blown. How do they still get so much credibility and so much traction and get such a high positive feedback? They get tons of thumbs up, barely any thumbs down relative to their like to dislike ratio is insane. And all it is them fucking stuffing their face. Who is approving this? Who thinks this is a good idea? Who wants to watch this shit? Don't you have anything better to do with your fucking life than watch someone eat 20,000 calories of ice cream? How fucked up in the head are you to watch someone eat themselves to death? How fucked up are you to watch that? It's disgusting. It's ridiculous. I don't think there are any. We're talking about fat people. Fat men aren't even accepted by fat women, right? Fat women want healthy, muscular men, right? But they want everyone else to accept, I have to date a fat woman or I'm fat phobic. If I don't date fat people, I'm fat phobic, but a fat woman will probably want someone who's in shape. So fuck you. Fuck you, bish. Diabetes and heart disease don't care how proud they are about their fatness. So Mama Swolio just texted me. Oh, we got some breaking. Maybe we'll talk about this in Red, White, and Swole or something. Joe Biden nominated, I guess, Kamala Harris is his VP. I don't want to turn this fucking podcast political right now. I just wanted to drop that in case anyone cares. Anyone cares or didn't know. She just texted me because I didn't see that yet. Oh, fuck us all. Fuck us all. What was it? God, what was that a Saturday Night Live? Fuck it all. God, what was that stand-up comedian? Oh, that was Robin Williams, right? Robin Williams again, fuck it all. The medication brought to you by Fuck It All. When you just don't want anything to go on in your life, just take 2 pills of Fuck It All. I think that was a stand-up bit from Robin Williams. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Jennifer, I honestly feel like there aren't any body positive men, but I find it funny how the body positive people aren't attracted to or go for fat men or partners. Maria, I'm still confused with body positive because being obese is not a positive. Last year I did my first triathlon with para athletes. That's what I consider body positive. I agree. Body positive should be things that you can control. If you're a paraplegic, if you are missing a limb, if you have like that, you should be body positive. You got to do the best that you can with what you have, what you've been given or what has happened to you and the tragedies in your life. Like you need to be positive. What are you going to do? Just melt away and cry and be miserable? Like that's no way to live. So that's what it should be for. But then everyone's taken it and just running with it. They just hijacked it. Hijacked the fuck out of it. Yeah, Robin Williams. Yeah, it's Robin, right? Yeah, it's Robin. Robin Williams. Nail in the coffin for Joe right there. I don't think he needs any help with that. I don't think JB needs any help with that. Let's see. The fat acceptance community mostly seems to be content to be unhappy. Well, if you have an enemy, a common enemy, you have a movement. You have an actual movement. If you create an us versus them dynamic, you actually have. That's all that they have to. They have to keep going. They have to keep on going after fat or diet culture. Fat acceptance has to keep on going after the patriarchy. They have to keep on going after thin privilege. They have to. They're creating these things. They're fucking made up. They're legitimately made up things by these activists in order to have an enemy. That way there can be some remote cohesion. That's why there's no humor. You do understand that's why there's no humor. That's why there's no variation. There's not even a smile. It's all just savage, inane, just militaristic nonsense. That's why it's so anarchist. That's why it's so extreme. It's because it's a joke. So if they actually find some humor within themselves, it'll fall apart because it's absurd already. So they have to make it seem like it's so serious and it's so legit and it's so scientific. It's not. It's just made up nonsense. Lazy acceptance. Come on, stop whining. Come on, stop whining. Come on, stop whining. No, you didn't raise. Come on, stop whining. Why are you still there, Arnold? Get out of here. You're still raging in the corner. Look at you, Arnold. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get out of here. Come on, stop whining. No, I will not stop whining. Come on, stop whining. What are we doing here? Come on, where's my fucking thing? Where's my thing? Didn't work. Come on, stop whining. What happened? Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Come on. What can I get there? Yow. I got that one. Come on. There we go. Stop whining. Something happened. Fixed it. All right, let's get into some Swole fam. Shall we dance? We got some great shit. We'll keep on talking about everything. We'll keep on. Yeah, that's right. I don't want to be anything. I don't want to do anything. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Papa broke Arnold. I sure did. Yeah. All right, we got one from CJ. What up, CGeezy? What up, dude? What up? Hey, fam. Does anyone who works night shift have any tips for getting the best sleep? This is what my sleep patterns look like. So all of you that work night shift, that do third shift, drop a comment down below. This is for you. Here's what my sleep patterns look like. My restaurant closes at midnight, so I'm out around 1 a.m. I don't fall asleep until 2 a.m. or later. My gym's hours are from 8 to 12 and 4 to 9 with kickboxing classes at 9 a.m., 5 p.m., and 6 p.m. I usually make the 9 a.m., but that leaves me with 5.5 to 6 hours of sleep, and I have to take a nap before work. If I skip class, I usually sleep really late in the day, so I don't make it to the gym in the morning. Before, I was able to handle consecutive days of 6 hours sleep, but now I'm having issues with depression and anxiety, so I sleep a lot more than I would like. Any suggestions for winding down, hitting REM, and getting a better quality sleep? You need, let's see here. 9 a.m., class at 9. So my gym's hours are from 8 to 12 and 4 to 9. So your gym is closed in the afternoon? Why do you have to go to a kickboxing class? Why don't you go lift at like 11? Get some more sleep. Get some more sleep. You need more sleep. Here's one of the things that's the most important thing. Remember, I've been telling you for a long time. I talk nonstop about how sleep is the most important thing. I am putting my sleep number one, and I have seen amazing progress. I'm getting 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep. I'm sleeping a fucking lot. I'm catching up on a lot of sleep. I am sore as fuck. I need to recover. Sleep cannot be replaced. There's no supplement. There's nothing that you're going to do that's going to replace sleep. Legit. You cannot replace sleep. So any suggestions? Meditation, maybe having some magnesium. You could have some tea, create an evening routine or a pre-sleep routine and get more sleep. I would not be going to a kickboxing class at 9 a.m. if you're getting home at 1 a.m. and you can't wind down. You're only getting a few hours of sleep. Sleep more and lift. Sleep more, lift. Your restaurant closed at midnight. So what time do you go to work? So you didn't give like the whole schedule. So we don't even know your schedule. What's going on here? What's going on here, CJ? We don't even know your schedule. What time does your work start? I used to go lift before I went to work. When I used to bartend, I used to go lift at like 3 or 4 o'clock, and I would go to the. It sounds like you need a new gym that's open in the afternoon. Kickboxing class. Fucking lift some weights. Lift some fucking weights. Don't cut your sleep. Don't cut your sleep. Anyone else got some good sleep stories? You need some good sleep. You need some time. You got to marinate. Got to get in there. Got to get in there. What are your thoughts? Drop a comment down below. But I would create an evening routine. I would create a routine. I would create a routine for a shutdown, but I would be cutting down your sleep. That's tough. There's no replacing sleep. Everyone tries to, but you can't. You can't. You can't. There's nothing replaces quality sleep. Justin. What up, Beesh? Fucking Beesh. Justin, you fucking Beesh. I'm going full-blown Beesh.
He's heating up!
You motherfucking Beesh. I love you. I love you. No one. I would just be good with 4 hours of sleep. No one is good on 4 hours of sleep. There's not a person in the world that can do 4 hours of sleep regularly that's good for their health. Some people might be able to do 5 to 6. There's some people with like a genetic, some people just don't need a little bit more. They have like a genetic thing that allows them to sleep less. 4 hours of sleep is too little for anyone for health. There's way too little. You're a zombie. You're a fucking zombie. You're a zombie. People need a lot more sleep than they realize. I need a lot of sleep. I need a lot. I need 8 to 10 hours. No question about it. I need to sleep. I need to sleep like a fucking cat. All right, Justin. The overwhelming support we all have for each other in the Swole fam is something I haven't experienced in the past. I sincerely hope we all continue to support each other and grow together in our goals. When I first joined, I was somewhat vague about myself with you all because I wasn't really sure what to expect. I've struggled with my weight my whole life, and it seemed I had finally reached my healthy body a few years ago, and then COVID happened and I lost my job, and I turned to binge drinking and eating crap I normally wouldn't if I didn't have a good buzz on. I ended up gaining 50 pounds of unhealthy weight back on, putting me at 242 pounds until I finally kicked myself in the ass and started making better choices. At first, I felt really frustrated seeing how much progress I lost physically, but having you guys makes it seem like I'm not in this alone and just makes this whole experience a lot easier. I started my first day of Swole season today, and I will be doing yoga before bed tonight. I am down to 220 pounds, and diet has been on point the past couple months. I have a lot of work to go, but at least I can say I look forward to it more than ever during this god-awful pandemic. Thanks, fam. Well, great post, Justin. I'm sorry to hear about your job, and I'm sorry to hear about your backslide, but you're back in it. Swole fam's got your back. And yeah, we all have our different goals. We have our different backgrounds and different experiences, but we all want to fucking crush it, and we all want to level up. And what that means for us as an individual will vary. So happy to have you here. Well, here's the thing. I want to talk a little bit more about, I want to go back to that sleep comment. I want to go back to that sleep comment because it's a couple different, this is very similar to nutrition. And I know I was saying when someone was saying that I get 4 hours of sleep, people were saying, someone else said what? Sarah, I used to do 5 hours of sleep when I was working. No wonder why I was always so stressed out. One of the things that you will realize once you start getting enough sleep, it's the same thing as nutrition. You don't realize how fucked up your nutrition is until you start doing it right. Again, you don't realize how fucked up your sleep is until you start getting enough consistent sleep. And then you realize, holy shit, because I used to work on a few hours of sleep. I used to be up till 3 or 4 o'clock editing videos, and I'd be up at 7 or 8 o'clock for a call, or, you know, I'd be up till 7 a.m. and I'd be up for the 12 noon podcast. Like when we first started, I used to run on fumes. And I was very good at running on fumes. I'm a night person, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff you tell yourself to justify what you're doing. But you just get used to it. You get used to eating shit. You get used to dealing with inflammation. You get used to dealing with brain fog. You get used to dealing with joint pain. You get used to dealing with fatigue. And your body just kind of amps up and will meet you at that level. You start depending too much on caffeine. You start depending too much on adrenaline. You're just running super sympathetic all the time. And if you're not getting sleep, and nothing replaces sleep, if you're not getting enough sleep, you are going to adapt and you're going to lose your perspective on how shitty your sleep is. Once you start getting more sleep, you might feel like you got hit by a train. You might feel a little bit sluggish at first because your body is, off its circadian rhythm. You're getting a lot more. You're recovering a lot more. You're going deeper into these sleep cycles, X, Y, and Z, and you're just doing some more, baseline repair because finally you're getting consistent sleep again. But once you have that, once you're sleeping, and those of you can comment down below, if you're getting 7, 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep a night, and all of a sudden you get 3 hours of sleep, you are going to feel like a fucking zombie. You are going to feel disgusting. You're going to feel exhausted. It doesn't work. If you're getting a few hours of sleep a night, you start to feel normal. You forget how fucked up you feel, and because you don't have perspective, your body adapts to it. Your body is amazing. It'll adapt to it, but then it's going to bite you in the ass in the back end with all these diseases and issues from being super sympathetic and super stressed out, anxiety, and your heart's not getting rest and fatiguing. It's gonna bite you in the ass in the long run. It's that perspective. If you want to, I read every night before bed. I have my Paperwhite Kindle. I read every night before bed. Every night before bed. Treat your sleep. Look at this. Boom. Treat your sleep. Pillar number 4. What does that say? What's pillar number 4? Someone drop in the comments. What's pillar number 4? Come on. I'm waiting. What's pillar number 4? What's pillar number 4? Come on. What's in the box? Come on. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the goddamn box? Recovery. Recovery's in the fucking box. And the head of your dead wife. Okay, sorry. I had to go there. I had to finish it. Sorry. Recovery. Sleep. Recovery. Repair. Huge. Essential. You need to treat recovery. You need to treat recovery just like you do your training. You need to focus on your sleep like a training session. You will focus on your training so much, right? People will focus on their training. They'll focus on their diet. They'll measure every last thing. They get every fucking thing right. And then they won't fucking sleep. And then they keep on crushing. More is better. More, more, more. What the fuck? You should be focusing on your recovery just like you should be focusing on your sleep. Treat your sleep like a training session. All right? Treat it like a training session. If you start looking at your sleep like a training session, you're training twice a day. You're doing your yoga, you're doing your lifting, and you're doing your sleep. You do train twice a day. You are recovering. If you're not sleeping, you're not recovering. Sorry. 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 All right. Elijah, it sucks that I can't attend the accountability meetings because of work, but I suppose that's what the fam is for. Damn straight. I made a big change in my life that I've been meaning to make for a long time. I dumped the smartphone. Ooh, I haven't felt this alive in quite a while. I had a smartphone most of my teen years, and I feel as if it's been more of a curse than a blessing. So in the meantime, I'm going to keep smartphones out of my 20s. On the downside, I won't be able to attend the Daily Swole as often, though I'll log into my computer every day or two to catch up with the fam, but the pros of my choice outweigh the cons for me personally. I took a big fat dirty dick in the form of half a meatball sub yesterday. Is that what we're calling it now? We're calling a big fat dirty dick a meatball sub. What's the difference? All right. A little famunda cheese on there too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anyone's eating dinner or lunch. It was my second day here, but I have to own up to it or else I'll do it again, which is not happening. Thanks to everyone in the community. Can't wait to hear some of your accountability stories. Well, happy to have you here, Elijah. And good move on ditching the smartphone. Actually, I'm a lot more unplugged to mine. I've been talking about, I need to do a masterclass on this, but we talk about it a lot. I have a different strategy. I actually have another phone here. I have two phones. This is my 6S Plus, and I actually have this on Wi-Fi. I keep it charged, and oftentimes I'll use that for like podcasts or something because I don't have any apps on there. I deleted all my apps. So this is something that you can do maybe around your house if you work at home or if you do something, because I want to unplug sometimes. So some things I need my phone for, but I try to put in airplane mode or leave it off for a while, or when I'm in other rooms of the house, I only use it for podcasts or I only use it for X, Y, and Z or talking and stuff like that. So I do have another phone where I can use just for like internet or just for a timer or for like a flashlight at night, whatever like that. So, but on my regular phone, what I do is I put all my apps, all my social apps, like to the point where I forget. There's a reason, like I haven't been posting as much on my Instagram story. And the reason is because I moved the apps. I moved all my apps, all my TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff I put into a folder and I put it on my second or third page on my phone. So on the home screen, whenever I open up my phone, I see texts and I have like little things. I have stuff for like banking. I have Amazon. I have podcast and like my timer and Spotify and stuff that I want to use. But then on the second, I have like my texting. So when I text all of you, Swole text and shit like that, Alexa apps and stuff. But on the second page is where I have all the social media. So I don't have that instinct to like swipe up, hit boom, boom, boom. I don't have that compulsive behavior because I don't see it. You make it invisible. If you want to get rid of a habit, you want to ditch a habit, you want to change a habit, put it out of sight. So it's just one swipe over, but I forget to use it half the time. I have to consciously think of like, oh, I need to post today. So I go here. It's a really good move. It's a good move you want for mental health. Technology is great. I love technology. It allows me to communicate with all of you and do this every day, but you know, you have to unplug. You have to keep it separate enough to unplug. Caitlin. When we talk about community, it is no joke. I feel better than I have in months after leaving a toxic relationship and leaning on my closest friends for support. Find and connect with people who truly love and support you. I haven't been sick to my stomach since leaving and have been more motivated than ever to live my life for me and me alone. Holy fucking post. You just came out of the gate swinging. Community is no joke. Your environment. Mow your lawn. Handle your shit. Get rid of the toxic people. Focus on you. If you can fucking focus on you, it makes dealing with other people so much easier. Just get rid of the bullshit. Good for you. Caitlin. Get the fuck in there. Get the fuck in there. All right, Ren, we got you up here. Ren, question, fam. Deadlifts. Does it matter whether you use a bar, dumbbells, kettlebells, etc.? Is any more beneficial than the other, or is the only difference how the weight is distributed? Well, sure. I mean, the distribution of the weight is everything, which affects which one's more beneficial for which muscle groups and so forth. So it does matter, but at the same time, it does, but it doesn't. So one of the beautiful things about a deadlift is that it's one of the most functional, when I say functional, one of the most fundamental things that you can do as a human being, which is picking something off the fucking ground. So it's extremely important that you should be training this movement, but of course it depends on what you have access to. So I don't have a barbell here. So I actually have I have kettlebells. So I actually have a couple more kettlebells on the way. I have kettlebells up to 100. I'm actually getting 125 and 150. Some fucking big boys coming in. Some big boys for some fucking swings. I'm just going to curl that shit. But also deadlifts. So if you have a heavy kettlebell, you could do one-hand deadlifts. You could do suitcase deadlifts. You could do deadlifts with dumbbells. But one of the fundamental things from a barbell standpoint is that it's universal. It's standardized. That's why bumper plates and metal plates are all the same size. So you can start from a standardized height. But that can be negative. That could be a detriment to some people based on your arm length and your hip mobility, your leg length. So some people's bodies are very, very optimized. They have shorter limbs or shorter legs and longer arms. That's ideal for a deadlift because you have less range to travel with your legs. You have less sticking point. You can get from a more upright position. You can get into more mechanically advantageous position. So that's why you have different styles of deadlifting. You have conventional, you have sumo, you have overhand, you have close grip, you have different styles of deadlifting. But they're very, very different. Whenever I did deadlifts, I always classically did conventional. But I think a lot of people focus too much on the amount of weight that they're doing for deadlifts and less on the form. And I think things like deficit deadlifts and all that stuff are great, but people tend to try to go too heavy all the time because you watch too many Instagram videos and too many people that are fucking lifting a shitload of weight. Some people are just freakishly strong when it comes to a deadlift. Seriously, some people are freakishly strong when it comes to deadlifts. And I've seen this I see this a lot popping up. I see this a lot popping up on my YouTube. When I open it up, I'll see this guy who looks like he barely even lifts. And this guy is fucking doing 800 pounds for a deadlift. I'm like, how is this person that doesn't look like they even go into the gym deadlift? It's insane. Some people are just fucking strong with that one movement. But, it's one of those movements that you have a nice base, but, it's great for muscle growth. It's great for glute. It's great for glutes. It's great for back if you do it properly. But most people have shitty form for deadlifts. So personally, if I do a deadlift, with a barbell, it's conventional all the way. Otherwise, it's not really. I never did sumos. I thought that was kind of. I thought that I still to this day like sumo deadlifts. I'm like, you're just limiting. That's like one of those benches where you're arched all the way and you like rep like 3 inches. A sumo deadlift. It's not as hard. It's not as hard as a conventional. It just isn't. Like you just get so much more leverage. You're so much more upright. It's just, I feel like you're missing the meat of the deadlift. But it's a great move. And that's why I like kettlebells so much. Kettlebell swings are fantastic. Kettlebell swings, snatches, cleans, they're so great. They're so dynamic. And I think you'll actually get a lot more benefit from doing stuff with kettlebells than you will with a barbell for a deadlift. It restricts a lot of people and it needs to be idealized for you or optimized for you as an individual. And a lot of people just try to do it off the ground and they shouldn't. They should be using blocks or they should be changing their stance up a little bit. But, if you're not a fitness expert or you have a lot of experience or you have someone who knows what they're doing watching you, you might be banging your head against a wall. You might be heading down a path where you're eventually going to hurt yourself. So I've said this many times because I'm training at home now. I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. One, it's a challenge. It's a challenge for me because I've always been like, a guy that trained at the gym. Literally, I've always been like the gym guy, benching, doing bodybuilding stuff. And I've done kettlebell stuff but I've never really been like the home training dude. But now I'm really enjoying training at home. And plus it's great for all of us because the content Swolenormous X just keeps on getting better. And anything you can do at home, you can do in a gym and vice versa. And I have everything I need here. Except for a barbell, which is fine because barbells are pretty generic movements, very generic movements. You don't need to have a barbell. So it definitely matters how you grip. And, if you're doing, for example, let's say a kettlebell deadlift and you have a bigger kettlebell, the bar is going to be thicker. The handle is going to be thicker. So it's going to work your grip strength more. So it depends on why you're doing a deadlift. All right. But I think everyone should be doing a deadlift in some respect because you're lifting something off the ground. You should be able to do a deadlift properly. Whether you try to go as heavy as possible, whether deadlifts are the most important thing that you do, that's a whole other story. But I definitely built, like up until like I stopped going to the gym, deadlifts were always a staple. So I'm not knocking deadlifts at all. Deadlifts are fantastic, but there's many different styles. Fundamentally, you just need to have good form. I would practice a bunch of them and see what works best for you. I have trouble with kettlebell swings. Not sure. I mean, that's vague, but a lot of people do. I mean, kettlebell swings are great. Great. I agree. I never thought I could work out at home. I love it. Me too. I never thought, but now I have the equipment. Oh, it's great. I enjoy it. I'm going to do a leg workout after this. Well, that's what I'm looking forward to for kettlebells. Because if I have like 124, 100, I could do farmer's walks like unbalanced. I like that for farmer's walks. Having one that's a little bit heavier. That's fucking cool. Someone was asking about, or Phil, you mentioned the hex bar. Yeah, the trap bar. The hex bar is great. The trap bar, I call it hex bar. Those are great too because you're able to stay more upright. So that's good for a lot of people. And also you can do rack pulls too. As long as you're not over, some people do just deadlift so wrong. They overextend, they arch back, and it's like, most people do shit wrong. Where do I get my kettlebells from? Well, mine are all from Rogue. And the reason why mine are all from Rogue is because right before the lockdown and everything, I ordered a bunch from Rogue, and then Rogue was the only one that was really restocking properly or quickly and readily. So Kettlebell Kings and other ones are great, but they just don't restock enough. They just don't turn that shit around fast enough. So Rogue was like, over the past few months, I've been building out more and more kettlebells, but Rogue has always been really, it's a massive company. So of course they're likely to restock faster, but I've been just getting those. So, I mean, sometimes there's like inconsistencies and sometimes it depends, sometimes it could be hit or miss with quality for some of these. And some of the brands are more expensive, but they have lifetime guarantees and lifetime warranties. I don't know. I'm not sending back anything. I'm not shipping back or returning like, hey, let me ship this back to you. I don't deal with that. I'd rather buy another one and not wait. But, so I just built out that if I ever built a gym from scratch in the future, maybe I'll be like, here, let me just buy a whole brand new set of X, Y, and Z. But I ended up piecing together a bunch of things. Yeah, they still do. They still do sell out fast. But sometimes with some of the Rogue kettlebells, some of the ones I've gotten, like underneath the handle, it'll be like a flat edge, and it's like, fuck, man, really? I'm gonna do like a, luckily it's some of the heavier ones where I don't really use for snatches and stuff yet, or for a lot of them. But I'm like, you don't want to fucking rip your hand open because there's like a flat edge or like some grinding, but they're pretty good. Like I don't really have any complaints. I have a few of the competition ones. I have a couple of those, but I really don't like the soft style as much as the hard style. One, I like the grip more. I like using a thicker grip because it challenges you to have a fucking stronger grip. So the standard competition or the soft style, the competition one, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I like those sometimes for Turkish get-ups or warm-ups or certain things like that. Or maybe if I'm doing, front squats, I have 130 for the competition. I have a 35. I have a 44. I think that's a 44. And then I have 253. So I can use 253s here. I have 262s for the kettle. So I can do like squats like that. So a couple of them I have doubles. Most of the kettlebells I have are singles though. I'm not a big fan of I don't do a lot of like double kettlebell swings or double anything. I like singles because I like that unilateral or that counterbalance that your body is required to have. I think there's more core activation with a single. Jessica Kelly. Is there an alternative to a prone press? I don't have a bench that inclines. Sure, you can do a floor cobra. You could also do a prone press on the ground. Just don't lift your chest up. Keep your stomach sucked in and just reach out. You can do it flat. It'll actually keep you really humble. Just keep your chin tucked in and your nose pretty much on the mat, like looking down. You don't want to lift your head up. So you can do it flat. You could also do it on a ball if you have a ball, but you have to really have good core strength and core stability and form. So you could do floor cobras, or you could do prone press on the floor with no weights. I found some power blocks for only $100 overpriced. I was like, Jesus Christ. If you're looking for power blocks, go on eBay. Go on eBay. I see tons of power blocks on eBay. I don't know how heavy they go, but you could always get those expansion kits. So even if you can only get the 50 pounders, I see ones on eBay all the time for like $500-$600. I saw when they were gouging, shit, some of those power blocks were like $1,500. I'm like, fuck. See, I jumped on Amazon and I got my power blocks like a couple weeks before everything shut down and the rush happened. I got my whole up to 90 set for like 550. Like, I'm like, shit, they are gouging the hell out of it. But you can always get those expansion kits later. Get the 50, then you can get the 50 to 70 and the 70 to 90. You could always get those upgrades later on. Do you slam or wall balls at all? No, I don't. I actually do have a wall out there that I could use. I just don't. I don't have one. I haven't purchased it yet. I might. I do have a good wall out there. I'm going to be showing some more stuff like that outside. Swole fam for like Swole X and shit. But I do have a wall. I don't know if I'm going to get one to slam it. I don't personally. But I do have I have a hammer and a tire. But I like the hammer too much and I like the tire for other things. I don't want to smash it. I can use that Thor hammer behind me. That hammer is fucking sick. I can load that up to 20, 30, or 60 pounds or something. It's fucking heavy. It's like 22 pounds. I can smash the shit out of a tire with that. I just don't want to break the floor. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool. Scrolling. Oh, was this, I got them for $420, the up to 50? The 50 pounders? I'm asking for an adjustable bench for Christmas. Oh, that's so cute. Love the slam ball. Slam ball stomach. Slam ball stomach. Yeah. Papa. Well, I don't have a full tire. I have a half tire. I use it for stepping up to grab the pull-up bar. So for those of you that follow and watch like the Swole motions and stuff outside on the porch over here, that's where I do my yoga. I have the wheels, I have the blocks, I have the wedges, I have the tire, I have rings, I have the pull-up bar hanging. So I go out there and I do my kettlebell stuff. Chalk and fucking shit everywhere. I did some stuff in here, chalk, but it's like, I don't have a lot of space to do kettlebell swings, and there's a fan right here. So one, I don't want to break the fan, so I would do it like right there, kind of facing one direction, but then I'm doing snatches next to like the whiskey, next to the thing, and there's I'm like, there's literally, it keeps you humble. There's no room for fucking error, but eventually there will be an error, and something that I like will break, and like the floor or the ceiling or the wall. Like if you let go of a fucking 50-pound kettlebell for snatches and it just fucking goes through the wall. Not into it. So my tire is a half tire. It's not a full tire to flip or anything like that. Any plyometric moves that you recommend for runners? Well, as long as you're doing different lateral tube walking and stuff for glute activation, plyometrics. Yeah, squat jumps are great. Doing frog jumps like leapfrogs on soft surfaces. Lunge jumps are great. There are some great ones with a lunge. I think we have them in one of the exercises? We definitely have one where it's a lunge jump where you're doing a hip flexor, where you're doing a leg drive. So as you do a lunge and you jump up, boom, and just, my hand, you explode and drive your other knee up. So it really helps you with that leg drive for sprinting. For long distance running, it depends on what kind of running. Plyometrics are really a bit more effective for sprinting. Long distance is a different ball game. Again, I'm not an expert on running or sprinting per se. Much more of a focus for me personally. I like hill sprints and I like sprinting and the concept of it in plyo, but short bursts, not like necessarily long distance. It's not really my thing personally. But I used to look. I've done most everything. I've never done a marathon, but I used to do 10. I used to win. I used to check this. Some of you know this. I used to win 10K trail runs down here in Miami. I used to go on the weekend, and I would do it at like 6 a.m. and I would do a 10K. So that's like what 6.2 miles in the woods. So there's a park down here, and it's a woods. It's a BMX course. So it's an off-road and it's a bike course. So they would rope it off and they would make it for running. So you'd be going up, down, twisting, turning routes and shit. And I would do them in my Vibrams. I remember one time I smashed my pinky on the same route twice. And I'm like, I definitely broke it. I still won the race. And my pinky was like this. It was like, let me get this out here. It was like that, but it was like out to the side for a while. And I went to get it x-rayed. I'm like, there's my first broken bone. I've never broken a bone, knock on wood, but it was just completely out. I'm like, oh, my first broken one, not broken. I don't know how it wasn't broken, but it felt broken. Felt broken as shit. There you go. I got to figure out where I want to put these stickers, but if I put them somewhere, I can't be like, hey, go get your Swole privilege. Yeah, go get your Swole privilege. I have to leave that here so I can show it. Yeah, Swole privilege. Ho, 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 ho. Zarathos. What's up, Will? All right, here we go, fam. Let's get this. Dun, 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 dun. Future Swole, future Swole, future Swole. Here we go. Let's give away the Swole card party. Swole card party, bitches. Swole card. Swole card. Here we go. Who's going to get the Swole card? Come on now. Scrolling up, scrolling down. Who's going to win? Who's going to win the Swole card? Oh, we got one. Nancy Orellana. Congratulations. Congratulations, Puppet. You've won today's Swole card. Everyone say congratulations, Nancy. Congratulations. Excellent. Remember to send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with SwoleCard 1558 in the subject and your mailing address. In the body of the email, we'll get you out this Swole card. A Swole card. Not a Swole card, un Swole card. Do you want it? Do you like? Do you like? Come on, Nancy. Do you like the card? Do you like? I know you like it. Congratulations. I'm just fucking being weird. Congratulations. And everyone say congratulations. Be nice. Come on, be nice, please.
Come on,
please.
stop
Tomorrow
whining.
you can win. Tomorrow you can win. There's always another day. Always another day. Another day, another Dara. Another day. Yay! Thank you, Swole fam. You're welcome. Jews welcome. Congratulations on winning this sexy card. Tess Hornaday, not included, and neither is Papa, not included. Do they get you at the Swole card? Hey, you. Hey, you. Why didn't you want to come on the podcast today? Oh, the stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh, the cute. Oh, you're just so damn cute. You're such a cutie pie. You're so cute. Why are you so cute? You're a sexy beesh. You're a sexy beesh. No? You don't care about us? Not today? Not this day. Not this day, fam. Not this day. No fucks. No fucks given. All right. Well, we tried. We tried. She touched your tip. All right, fam. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you check out those tips. Make sure you check out the Extra Thirsty. Got a lot of cool stuff coming. A lot of cool stuff coming. Savagery is just ramping up. So for those of you that know that we're putting down the fucking shit, we're doing it right. We're doing it right on these channels. Got a lot more coming. So protect your sensitivities while you still can. Thank you so much for joining for episode 1558 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and I will see you tomorrow for episode 1559. Peace, McGeese. Deuce Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits.